Hi. So, before I kind of go into some of my details here and scenarios, do you ever sit here, obviously on your phone, right, on a video, feeling super awkward, like I'm sitting here by myself, right, in my home, and I'm talking to you? I'd so much rather be with you in person. I mean, after all these years of right doing videos and it be incredibly common now, it still feels like a vacuum. You're just putting it out there, hoping somebody, sees it and hoping somebody relates with it. All right, I just had to get that kind of out, in the open before I started. Maybe it made me feel better because I know I'm not alone, but I don't know. This doesn't come natural to me, even though it may look like it. It just doesn't come natural. And I got to sit here, right, kind of talking to myself, putting myself in a mindset before I turn on, right, the camera. You do that too? I don't know. I just think it's kind of funky. All right. I feel better. So I was recently on Zoom with several, ambitious, spiritual, lovely, lovely women. And they were each in a season of transition, as in their potential next chapter. And each of them were feeling this persistent inner nudge, a prodding, right, to evolve into their next chapter. And by the way, I was with these women individually, they weren't in a group. And each of them, right, had their own reason, obviously, for reinvention. But here's what they all had in common. They waited, they resisted the intuitive hunch, they let practicality and logic, hello, bank account, hello, where's the money, right? Logic, practicality, override what their intuition had been, right, prodding them for months, even sometimes years. Look, I get it. We're conditioned to, right, value predictability over possibility and what we can't see or feel. All right. But here's what I told them. When your soul, when your spirit is calling you to go forward, to move into the next evolution, ladies, logic and practicality does not get the lead spot, right? Doesn't get the front seat, doesn't get the driver's seat. Sorry. No logic, no practicality ever. So put away the concerns about what's in your bank account. Put away the concerns about all the reasons, why you're in fear about it. All those things that come from this beautiful, beautiful brain of ours, right? That is wired. It's meant to do that until we do something different with it and tell it what to do. And that's called listen to your intuition and stop trying to make sense of this leap. Yeah? Okay. Because again, your evolution, it's not a brain thing. It's a God thing, right? And it's a feminine energy thing. Feminine is creation. Feminine is intuition. Feminine is creativity. Feminine is possibility. Feminine is vision, is manifesting. It's all that beautiful stuff in life that we don't lean into in times of important decisions. We go to our logic. So I am asking you to just trust and let go of the logic, yeah? And it's also, when you listen to the feminine, the intuition, about your next chapter, it's about allowing, receiving, and becoming. Becoming, right? Who is that? Who's that woman in that next chapter? Not who is she now with different clients, with a different way of operating. No. Different habits, behaviors, mindset, a different up-level version of you, right? So when I went through this with these women individually, of course, their eyes lit up as we talked about what I teach, and that is the blend of the feminine and the masculine. So feminine, as I said, is intuition, it's joy, it's creativity, it's fun, it's play, adventure, it's surrender, it's feeling. Where masculine, okay, no gender here, is structure, it's action, it's strategy, it's focus, it's practicality, it's, reasoning. All right. But the key is to lead with your feminine, okay, and using your masculine energy and actions to support it, not suppress it. Yeah? Okay. The more they spoke about their desires, right, the more clarity obviously emerged in our conversation. And from that space of what I had them do was embody, not control, they said yes to themselves. And they said yes to the soul-led next level portal. It begins October 8th. This is the week, September 22 through 26. This is it. This is also when the savings rate ends. It ends the 30th. So a couple more spots are here, right? They said yes last week and the week before. So it's a 90-day guided experience for women who are ready to redefine success, not just achieve it, and do it in a quantum leap way. Okay? Quantum leap, which is unconventional, which is something your beautiful brain would never come up with. It's the universal energy ideas. It's the divine downloads idea. It's literally coming from a place of quantum leap instead of incremental steps and being cautious and careful and let me just take step by step. All right? Okay. So yes, in the portal, we of course cover, a 30-day process in which you achieve your top desire and 2 top goals over 90 days. Of course, there's structure to that. And yes, we cover how to train your brain and your nervous system to match your bold money goal. Okay? And we learn how to make decisions from, as I said, a quantum leap mindset and strategy. And we'll integrate the masculine strategy and align goals and all those quantum leap actions, but not without the honoring of the feminine first, letting the feminine lead. So new for all of us. It really is. When the majority of women are still in their logic and practicality, that's not going to get you where you want to be and where you're craving those desire, that top desire of yours. What is it? Mine, I've had several, but one of the ones that's part of my brand story is I craved for 20 years living and working here and in Italy. And it wasn't until 2017. That was 8 years ago when my coach pulled that dream, that desire out of me and supported me in going then to Florence, Italy for a month, and it changed my entire life. That's not logical. That's not at all logical. That's not practical. That's called taking a quantum leap and getting the heck out of Dodge and going after the dream. Okay? I know. So keep in mind that productivity, right, without desire is just performance. So let your joy lead. And those of you that know me, it's all about the joy, right? I've named my podcast, Follow Your Joy. I'm about you listening to the intuition, which is about the joy. Follow the breadcrumbs of joy. It's a life strategy, right? It's not just a feel good. So again, we began October 8th in the soul-led next level portal, as in your next chapter. And if you've been feeling the stirring, right, the nudge, that quiet sense of something new that wants to emerge, yeah? I invite you to explore this with me. There's no obligation. Let's just have a chat. Let's talk, yeah? Okay? No one's going to put you in a corner. It's just beautiful conversation about what you desire that next chapter to be. Okay, so the portal is for, I've got a few, as in a few spots left, right? Is if you're feeling the stirring for something deeper, questioning the old success metrics, right, which typically are masculine. I teach you the feminine way, right, and that's very powerful, how to change, how to redefine your success metrics. What are you making your decisions based on? Okay. You crave more joy, more play, fun, adventure, right? Sensuality, desire in your life. Yeah. And you're tired of the burnout loop. Okay. And ready to work with your intuition, not against it. Okay. Those are some of the key pieces to the portal. So keep in mind, desire, your desire, very different from a goal. Your desire is divine direction. Okay. It's craving more, like rest, beauty, travel, love, etc. It's not random. That's your divine direction, and it's your soul speaking. Yeah. So I'm curating this group. The synergy matters to me. Small group. Okay. And a private one-on-one call with me is required to ensure that we are a fit. Yeah. And this is the week to do it. Okay. So again, the early rate ends September 30th. I have full pay and 3 pay options. And if your intuition is nudging ever so gently, even so, comment below or send a direct message and let's get on a call. Right? This will definitely be well worth your time to have somebody literally sit with you and help you, right, dive in to what that desire is, what that next chapter is, and why it's so urging you, your intuition. Why is it urging you? Okay? All right. I will talk to you soon. Take care.